guys. No, I'm actually not having that great of a day. So my manic episode ended a couple days ago. Um, Actually, I don't even want to talk about that right now. First, I wanted to talk about cycling. I had someone ask me about cycling the other day. So your cycle is like, say, you are depressed for like 5 weeks, and then you are at your baseline for 2 weeks, and then you are manic for 6 weeks, and then you're at your baseline for 2 weeks, and then you're depressed for 5 weeks, and then you're at your baseline for 2 weeks, and it just continues like that. That is your cycle. That would be what your cycle is. Everybody's cycle is different, and your cycle sometimes isn't like that where it's like the same every single time. It's sometimes hard to keep track of your cycle because it changes. And I mean, there are a lot of people out there who are like, my cycle is this exactly. I'm depressed 2 weeks, baseline 2 weeks, manic 2 weeks, or hypomanic 2 weeks, baseline 2 weeks, back and forth. Like, exactly, this is how it is every single time. It's been this way for 7 years. Da 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 da. I have it exactly down to a T. And that's just how it is for some people. And lucky them, because that would be awesome to just know it and, like, just know what your cycle is all the time. But then there are other people like me where our cycles are just so out of whack because it's never on point. It's never like, it's never exactly like, oh, I'm this for this long, and then I'm this for this long, and this for this long. It's never like that for me. And there are a lot of people out there, it's the same way. It's never like that for them. And, if you're watching this, it could possibly be like that for you too. But I just wanted to go over the cycles real quick, just so that way, I know there are a lot of people out there following me who are newly diagnosed, and they don't know what cycling is, and they don't know what rapid cycling is, which I'll get into that in a minute. And I just want to kind of cover that so that way, if you are newly diagnosed, you can kind of keep track of what you're feeling every single day. That's what I started doing. I kind of started keeping track of how I was feeling. If I was feeling like, if it was like a mixed episode where I was feeling things along the lines of manic and depressed at the same time, all in one day, I would make sure to just write that down, just keep some kind of journal. I actually started a journal. I called it Manic Panic. It's my journal where I just keep all of my thoughts about anything bipolar. And I don't write in it like every single day. If I feel like I'm in the same kind of episode, I'll just write in it whenever it starts. And then, if there's anything big that happens, like, I'll write in it. But I usually write in it whenever it starts, and then whenever it's coming to an end or whenever it ends, I'll write in it again and be like, oh man, my mania just ended, me, because it sucks. Or like, oh fuck, I feel really fucking depressed today. I want to kill myself. Whatever, whatever thoughts are coming into my head, whatever happens, like, I just try to keep a journal of it and just keep track of what's going on. So that way I can just kind of keep track of my cycle. That being said, I haven't gotten my cycle down to a T because my bipolar is, honestly, I hate to say it, but my bipolar is very extreme. Okay, so I didn't want to get into this like right away. I wanted to save this for the very end, but my manic episode, I think that, it started on December 13th, and it ended 2 days ago, I think. So it only lasted 4 weeks. And I think it was like 4 weeks. I looked at it earlier. And I think it lasted as short as it did because of my medication. Which, like, all day I've been like, I fucking hate that I'm on medication. Like, I'm back to being a boring fucking bitch with PTSD and fucking crazy anxiety symptoms and a homebody. Like, oh, I just want to stay at home. Like, I'm back to being a boring bitch. Like, I fucking hate it. I hate who I am whenever I'm not manic. Like, honestly, I fucking hate myself because when I'm in a manic episode, like, I was like, I want to go out dancing. Like, I want to fucking go do all this crazy shit. Like, me and my husband watched the Yes Man. Like, y'all know Yes Man with fucking Jim Carrey. Like, come on. That's like the worst movie to watch whenever you're fucking manic. Me and my best friend were joking about that, but that movie, he was like bungee jumping, and in my head I'm just like, we should look up like how much that costs and like where you do that. Like, oh, I'm fucking down. Like, that looks like fucking fun. Like, shit like that. Like, I am a fun person when I'm manic. Like, I want to do everything, all of it, all the fucking time. Like, hell fucking yeah. And like, shit, I just fucking, I can't even. I can't. I fucking can't. Okay, you know what? No, just no. And now I'm not manic, and I'm like, I can't go bungee jumping. I can't fucking do that shit. I can't go out dancing. I can't dance in front of people. Like, who am I? What the fuck? Why would I ever do such a thing? Why? Why? I can't be around that many people. The fuck? And now my social anxiety is kicking in, and I'm like, I can't do that. No. 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 The fuck? Like, I don't like who I am whenever I'm not manic. I don't like, ugh. It's just not fun. I don't even know what the fuck was my point in all that. Okay. So anyways, yeah. So my last manic episode before this one was like 2 years ago. That manic episode lasted about 4 or 5 months. And that's why today I was like, fuck, if I wasn't on fucking medication, this manic episode would have lasted forever. And like, I would have went out and went bungee jumping and fucking, I probably would have went out dancing and like made all these new friends and like been a fucking fun ass person. Like, and it sucks. Like, oh my God, it sucks so fucking much. I wish I could just be that fun person all the time. Like, all the fucking time. My anxiety is so bad today that I'm like... And when I'm manic, no anxiety whatsoever. Social anxiety gone. Regular anxiety completely gone. Like, completely. No fucking shakes, nothing. Like, nothing. I can go anywhere by myself. Anywhere. It don't fucking matter. It just sucks. Because now I'm like back to being like my normal self. Where I just have all of these fucking problems. I hate it. Fucking hate it. So anyways, I think my cycle, so far, what I've been tracking anyway, it's just what I was saying about my bipolar being extreme. I'm over here like, extreme. I think my bipolar is extreme because you know, I kept trying to figure out since I was diagnosed, you know, September, I kept thinking that I was like manic on certain days for like certain weeks at a time. But until I had this actual manic episode, I didn't realize those were just hypomanic episodes. Or I just like had moments of hypomania or moments of mania. And you can have moments of mania And I didn't realize that. Moments where you just feel manic, but you're not in full-blown mania. And there's a big fucking difference. And another big thing for me and a lot of other people during a full-blown manic episode is fucking narcissism, where you just don't really care about like other people and their feelings. And it wasn't like a thing like, oh, fuck my best friend and fuck my parents and fuck my clients and fuck blah, blah, blah. Like, no, it was more like I really wasn't concerned with my husband. And like I would come home from work and like talk on the phone all night with my best friend, like not caring about what he did. And I told him like, I don't care if you're cheating on me, like I don't fucking care what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Like I didn't care. And like I felt like I didn't care. And like I picked up a lot of extra hours, and like I worked on some Saturdays. I was working like fucking late nights, like, and I was like, fucking find something to do. Like I just didn't care about his feelings. And like, yeah, that makes me a fucking bitch. But there are a lot of people who are bipolar. Whenever they're manic, like they become huge fucking narcissists, and like we can't help it. And I've, now that I'm out of the episode, like I've been so lovey-dovey and, really trying to spend time with him. And like I feel terrible for how I treated him during my episode. But, it's not like something that I could really control. But it makes me feel like shit, like that's like the one bad thing about it is the way that I treated him. And it wasn't even anybody else. It's not like I was a fucking rude ass bitch to any of my friends. I was just a rude ass bitch to my husband. Like, why did it have to be just him? Why did I have to single him out? Why couldn't it have been anybody else? Nobody else, just him. Like, that's kind of fucked up. He's the one person who's there for me more than anybody else. Nobody else does for me what he does for me. Did that come out right? Another thing I noticed with my mania is that, which I might actually be another little manic right now, because that's what happens whenever I record videos sometimes. My eye color changes whenever I'm manic. I get like dark olive green. My lighting in here is really fucked up, so I don't even know what color my eyes are right now, but my eye color gets like a dark olive green. But my real eye color is like blue on the outside with like greenish in the middle, and then like yellow right around the fucking, what is that? The black thing. The fucking pupil iris thing, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm fucking dumb. There was something else. Oh yeah. So my cycle. So after I'm done being manic, like the last couple of days yesterday and today, I've been like, I rapid cycle. Rapid cycling is whenever you go back and forth between manic and depressed. My hand's over here, so like you can't see it, but like manic and depressed, back and forth. It could be all throughout the day. It could be all throughout the week. Mine is all throughout the day. There's rapid cycling, and there's ultra rapid cycling, and then there's ultra rapid cycling, known as ultradian. I think I actually covered all of this in a different video like months ago. Mine today was really bad. It was a pretty bad day. It was like this morning, I was like dancing to my music. I was making coffee. I was putting on my makeup, like happy, feeling really fucking manic. My eyes were olive green. And then that lasted maybe like a half hour. And then out of nowhere, it was like everything. And it's not like an abrupt, like, like, it's not like, oh, I'm happy. Oh, fuck. I fucking hate everything. Like, no, it's not like that. It's like, oh, I'm happy. And then it's like, oh, okay. So this is what's happening. Like, and then out of nowhere, like, everything just, like, it's done. Like, you're depressed. And it could take, everybody's different. So for me, it takes about 10 minutes for it to transfer from mania to depression. But there are other people it takes minutes. It could take 1 minute. It could take seconds. It could take a half hour. It could take a couple hours. It just really depends on the person. Sorry, I keep like trying to itch my face, but I'm wearing makeup, so I don't want to like scratch and then like, you know, there's a whole chunk of makeup missing, you know? If you're a woman, you understand. You feel me. You feel. Yeah, so whenever I'm done with, okay, you know what? All this is just coming out weird. It's coming out weird, all right? My cycle. This is a really fucking long video. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, my cycle. So, as far as I can tell, and it's probably going to change because it changes all the time, but my cycle, okay? I am hypomanic, mixed episode, baseline, hypomanic, mixed episode, hypomanic, mixed episode, manic. And that happens about once every 2 years, apparently. So for me, I only get manic once every 2 years. I know I just said that. I don't know why I said that fucking twice. Just wasting more time, Marissa. Fuck me. And then fuck, I think a depressed episode is coming up soon. Because I was manic the last time. And then, because now I'm rapid cycling. Like super rapid cycling. And that's what happens after I'm manic. And this could go on for weeks. So I really don't know what's up next. I have no fucking clue. Honestly, I don't think I can pinpoint a cycle for me because my bipolar is so extreme. That's my life. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. So I hope I've answered any questions that any of you new bipolarinos may have. If you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Yeah. Today was just a shit day. I had a few fits of rage, which, by the way, I don't have any of those when I'm manic, which is also wonderful. But whenever I am depressed or hypomanic or rapid cycling, I think rapid cycling is the worst. Whenever I have like the worst fits of rage. Yeah, those are pretty bad. Oh my god, this is a 20-minute video. Should I just re-record this? You know what? No, it's okay. You guys just, I'm so sorry. The next one will be shorter. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I'll save that for another time. Okay, have a good day. Bye.